I had an experience once when I was in college, when I went to a foreign study program overseas, and I went to study in France. And I'm pointing at them because she's French. And I went to study in France, and but before the semester started, several of us went to travel around a little bit for a few weeks. And so I met a couple of my college buddies there. We went from France, we went down to Rome, and outside of Rome is the Appian Way, and along the Appian Way there's all these catacombs. Anybody ever been there? And you know what a catacomb is? So these basically they're tunnels. It's like a labyrinth of tunnels that are, and they go down hundreds of feet. And it's like that, and so the tour guide, you want to stay close to the tour guide. And they have these roped off areas where you look down, and literally our guy he had a flashlight, that was it. And you would see down, it would go down like a couple hundred more feet, and we would not go down there, and we were just going down here, and this way and that way. My point is, when I came up after that tour, if you had asked me, how long was that? How long were you down there? How long was the tour? I had no idea. Two things happened to me, which was noted that I still remember like it was yesterday. One is that I had no idea what time had passed. I would have said, 10 minutes? Maybe it was an hour and a half. I really had no idea. I was just like in a time warp zone. And the other thing was, and I was 20 years old at the time. The other thing I really remember was when I came out of that, I felt like I had been either, maybe it wasn't that one, but I'd been down in something like this catacombs before, and I'd never been to Italy. I didn't even know what a catacomb was until the guy said, "Hey, let's go to these catacombs along the Appian Way." And so these types of experiences, I call them recognition memories, where it's like inexplicable. You can't really put your finger on it, but there's something weird about it. There's some recognition there. You can't explain it in rational terms, in terms of what I've done this lifetime or what you've done in this lifetime, but it's a real experience, and there's no specific way of describing that in any other way other than saying it seems like a recognition of something, but we don't know what.